activist who was in Berlin for treatment was probably poisoned with a substance that has affected his nervous system, his doctors said on Tuesday. Pyotr Verzilov, a dual Russian-Canadian citizen who is publisher of a Russian online news outlet and affiliated with the anti-Kremlin band Pussy Riot, temporarily lost his sight, hearing and ability to walk, but is doing better since he arrived in Germany on Saturday. It is highly probable that he was poisoned, Uwe Eckert, a doctor at the Charité University Hospital in Berlin, told a news conference, adding that there was no other explanation so far for Verzilov's condition. Eckert said his current symptoms and information received from relatives in the Moscow hospital he was admitted to last week indeed make it highly plausible that a poisoning took place. By contrast, he said, Charité doctors have found no evidence whatsoever that there would be another explanation for his condition. Eckert said Verzilov was treated well in Moscow before being flown to Germany by private medevac. He says the symptoms indicate Verzilov is suffering from an anticholinergic syndrome that can result from the disruption of the nervous system that regulates the inner organs. While doctors in Berlin haven't yet determined what was responsible for the poisoning, they said it could have resulted from various substances including high doses of some pharmaceuticals and plants that contain particular toxins. Dr. Karl Maxine Heppel, the Charité Hospital's chairman, said doctors wanted to refrain completely from all speculation about what made these problems happen. While he wouldn't rule out that recreational drugs were responsible for the poisoning, he said such drug use is very rare. We have no evidence that there is a drug problem and it would be very unusual for someone to take a drug in the dose that it was taken, he said. That would be done with suicidal intent, but we have no indications of this. Although Verzilov is no longer in danger, he still needs intensive medical care. Verzilov is publisher of Mediazona, an online news outlet that focuses on human rights violations inside Russia's penal system. He ran onto the pitch during the Soccer World Cup final in Moscow in July along with 3 women affiliated with Pussy Riot. Pussy Riot came to prominence in 2012 when its members were jailed for staging a protest against Russian President Vladimir Putin in a Russian Orthodox cathedral in Moscow. The group has since become a symbol of anti-Kremlin protest action.